So if there is a plant and you don't water the plant for say 8 days, the plant will die, right? The
Right.
plant will die. And if you put the whole bucket on that small plant, again it will die.
Yeah.
So parenting is such that you just have to give that much water, that much only that that plant requires.
Hello everyone. Today I, Afin Arshad from Babi TV, have the pleasure of interviewing Deepthi Savla Gala, who is a conscious parenting coach, certified counselor, founder of Confident You, and project Your Child, Your Treasure. Hello Deepthi, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Afri?
I'm also good.
Yeah.
So Deepthi, we would love to know more about you. Can you please take us through your journey?
Okay. So, hello, parents, and all those who are watching me right now, and Babi TV. Thanks for giving me this opportunity. So, this happened in 2003 when I became a mother, and I never wanted to raise the my child the way my parents did, or the traditional authoritarian method of parenting. So, I never wanted that. I wanted to do something different. For sure, I knew that, but what I never knew. So after doing a lot of exploration, learning, relearning, and doing a lot of trial and errors in parenting, I understood that I'll have to learn. I'll have to take up self development because I was aware at that point of time that something has to be changed into me, and I have to develop myself so that I can be a parent. Who can parent the co-parent the child.
So we see, on the other hand, there are parents who try to micromanage their kids as well, which at times may have negative repercussions. We would love to hear about your views here.
So for that, I would just like to ask you, Alfie, are you married?
No, no, no. I'm still a student.
Okay, so for anybody who is married, I just want to ask one thing. If your in-laws or if your husband gives you a manual of no, you have to do this at 8 o'clock, at 10 o'clock you have to do this, at 11 o'clock you have to do this. If they give you the manual and you have to follow, how would you feel about it? Right? So I'm sure all the parents would agree that it would be so suffocating. It would be like you are caged. You would feel helpless, breathless. You would love to have little of independence, freedom, and you would ask one question to yourself: am I not a human being? Can I not think about myself? Do I don't make decisions? What is this? Yeah, someone is giving me the manual to run my life, bloody my life. So that's the whole thing. So when you understand from that point of view, that small little child, a bundle of joy, just come into the world, has his own way of thinking, conducting his own way of behaviors, and he needs that independence. So when we try to micromanage, we are just trying to take away their independence. I'm not saying that we just allow them the whole freedom out there, but again, how much to micromanage? How? So what are the repercussions about this is if you micromanage each and everything about your child, that he has to eat this, at this time he will have to wash his hands, at this time he'll have to go to the classes, without allowing him to make choices, he will go low on his problem solving. He will never be able to solve his problem. He will not able to think. His thinking capabilities will go down. He will not be able to make decisions. He will not be able to accept failure if he makes any decisions in his life. And so everything. So you are not going to do anything good for him. In fact, you are just killing all away all his life skills, and you're just doing a very big disservice to him. So if you want to allow those life skills to thrive, to nurture, to grow into your child, micromanaging will not work with you. You'll have to be very conscious of how much you are managing and how much you are micromanaging. So if you just a small analogy, if you think that you are a personal manager of your child, think that you are wrong. But if you think that you are a coach, you are guiding the child and you are telling him that these are the things, and then leaving up to him for him to take those choices. Like a coach, a coach will not play for you. You have to play the game of life. But the coach will definitely tell you what is the recuperations, what are the good choices, and what will happen if you do this with all the experiences. So that's all we have to do. We have to be like a coach to our children. And that's why I always say that, You creating healthy boundaries when you're saying that the operations and what to do, you can as a parent not micromanage but create healthy boundaries, allow them to accept their failures and embrace those failures and laugh it out loud, with them. Teach them delayed gratification, teach them what is autonomy, what is the importance of gratitude, building resilience. So instead of micromanaging their life, try to work on the life skills. How can I develop this into my child? How can I develop this into my child? And don't play their game. Allow them to play the game of life. You just be on the sidelines and we just watch them. Allow them to take those risks, you know, and trust them basically. Trust they are your children at the end of the day. So that's the whole thing. And again, the last point is that you just need to water only that much of water that is required. Otherwise, that plant will die. So that analogy really goes a long way. And be conscious parent.
Very true. Thank you so much for your time, Deepti. I hope you had a nice
Yeah,
time with us.
yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. Bye.
Yeah, bye.